Hi, this is Scott with Virtual Access Media. Today we are going to do a Let's Develop tutorial on how to choose a name and also check if it's available. Yeah, let's get into this. First of all, we are going to review a few services out there that we can use, but you always can go to the Google and search. What I searched for is generate random business name. You might have a name in mind, and that's great. If you don't have a name in mind, then you can go to a name generator, and it will give you some ideas on random things that you can do. And there are also some websites that list out services like this, but here's a few that I found today. And this businessnamegenerators.com. I typed in media, and it kind of gave me a list of ideas: Pixel Media, Yoa Media, Mediacgeo, Ultra Media. And if you do a search without this, it's going to just give you some just pretty much random nonsense words. This is sometimes a good way to find just a random business name that doesn't mean anything, and you can just give your business your own unknown name that people will eventually know you for. And here's another one. If you type in media, it'll kind of give you some general business names: Spice Media, B Media, Premium. These aren't necessarily available, but they're just kind of gives you ideas of what you can use. Here's an interesting one: hipsterbusiness.name. It actually creates you a hipster type business name, and you can kind of just see that it just grabs two random words and puts them together. So once you have a name that sounds good, you can go to check to see if it's available. And what I like to do is use a social media account name checker. I just did a search for check social media account names, came up with a couple good ones that I can show you. And so here, I'm just going to create a business idea that I have so I can show you how it works. So it gives you an opportunity to put in your name. This is what the account name would be. So I'm thinking of creating this Omnilu Media company. So I'm just doing a search for Omnilu. As I search, it looks like .com. The Omnilu.com is not available, but Facebook, Twitter, Google+, YouTube, Instagram, pretty much everything is available. So that's a good sign. If I wanted to check to see if a different spelling of that name was available, I can do that, and you can see that with the U is Facebook and Twitter is not available. And this is a quick way to just kind of brainstorm of what you want to do. And there are a lot of other domain names, so if your domain name is not available, you can go to the other ones. I tried to stick to .com, or maybe an industry specific. If you're creating an app, maybe .io. Here's another check. I did the same Omnilu, and it told me .com was not available, but most of the other ones are. And then as far as usernames, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, they're all available, and you can see the ones that are not available. So that's how you would search your name and see if it's available. Another thing to think about when you're creating a name is try to search your state or location to see if it's a business name. You don't want to be, even if it's just a product that you want to create, then you'd want to make sure that there's no business names that are there. So I'm just looking up Florida, for example. Search by entity name. You can go up here, and I can do a search for Omniloo. Search that, and you can see it'll tell you what is available or what has been registered. There is a Omniloom Inc., but that's not really what I'm doing. So, and if I was creating a business, it would probably be Omniloom Media LLC or something like that. So that's another way to. You don't want to get too close to another company out there. And the last thing I would do is just search your name in the search engine, and you can kind of see that it thinks you want to do this. Omnilogo, a bunch of Omniloop. So nothing really exactly the same. And you'd also look for images. You know, if there's something bad that comes up pretty easily, then maybe you don't want to use that name. But something that's kind of general, that doesn't really give an idea, that would be good to use. So this is something that with a U is kind of a lot of more things out there, but and I was thinking Omniloo Media. So there's just look at what comes up and see if there's something obviously that's the same or something that's not. When you do a search for your name, something that's inappropriate comes up, probably a bad idea to use that. So that's it. Again, do a search for a random random name generator if you don't have a name. Do a search for the name checker, and check your name for certain words or certain brands out there, see if they're available, and do a search for the business name in the state that you reside, and then always do a Google search on the name. So now that you have a name and you know that the social media accounts are available, quickly get those registered. Even if you don't think you're going to use something, get the main ones registered. So what I would do is, if you're just starting out, just do Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram, and that should be good. If you're planning on using some other of the social media services out there, then get those registered. And our next tutorial is going to be about getting these registered, so I'll go through the steps on how to do that. And that's all for today. Hopefully you can get started with that. And alright, well, thanks for your time, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.